First of all, I want to commend Julie. That's your name, right, Julie? I cannot believe the guts it took for her to do what she did. We've seen for the past 2 years, as adults, we keep failing our kids because not enough of us are standing up. And then we sit here and we look at this young girl who stands up for herself and for her friends who are probably feeling scared about what's happening in this bathroom situation. And she has the guts to stand up and to go to the adults for help. And I hear one of the board members say, well, it's been a hot button. No one's wanted to touch it because it's a hot button. Really? If this was your daughter, would it be such a hot button that nobody wants to talk about? And we're going to sit here and say, well, we're waiting on policy. There's nothing we can do. It's the federal level. This is exactly why, and my husband's here with me, my daughter, who's a sophomore, who has begged us for 2 years to come to Coeur d'Alene High School. This is exactly why she will never step foot on these grounds. It is because the adults cannot be trusted to protect our children. Do you know the crap that this young girl is probably getting at school? We've all been in high school. We're all glad that we're not in high school anymore. Do you know the crap that she's probably getting in school for standing up and for people misinterpreting her of what she's saying? All she's saying is she wants to be kept safe. So I'm going to paint you a picture of what it looks like in the women's restroom, because some of the women who are in agreement with this boy being allowed to use the bathroom probably have forgotten what it's like to be in a women's restroom, and you men have never been into a women's restroom. This is what it looks like, especially for a teenage girl. You walk into a place, like Julie was saying, wanting to be safe. It says on the door, women. And it says it in Braille. And there's a picture of a woman. So I'm going to go into that space as a 16-year-old girl to be in my safe space. Maybe I had a hard day as a 16-year-old, and I'm going to go in there and just cry and just let my emotions out. Because when I get in those hallways and when I get in those classrooms, I have to put on a strong face and not show my emotions. But now I have to worry about crying in front of boys. And let's face it, no matter how much, even my husband, who's a great supporter, wants to support us when we're crying, boys just don't get it. And especially 16-year-old boys are not going to get it. So I don't want to be sharing that space with him. Another thing, I'm half dressed in the bathroom. Maybe I'm changing my shirt. So now I'm vulnerable on the top part. Obviously the bottom part because I'm pulling down my pants. Let's get this visual. We all know the
about 3 minutes if you want to wrap it up.
Have cracks and you can see through it. And the last thing, and I'm going to get super graphic. As women, we have our period. So maybe we have to walk in and buy a tampon, or maybe we have to rinse out our clothes in the sink bathroom. That is nothing that we want young men to see. And we all know, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, as a teenage boy, because I had a brother, I've dated guys in high school, we've had friends in high schools.
And that's 3 minutes.
Not all boys, but there's boys out there that will sit there and be like, hey dude, let's identify as a girl so we can go into the bathroom and be like the cool jack on campus. Not going to happen. And I want you
Thank
to know
you.
You have a community
That's
who is behind you.
Over 3 minutes. Thank you.